Hello, I'm Chanel Master who likes billiards. Today we're going to share a famous system that many of you may already know. The system is 35½. I've made it simple because I haven't dealt with it yet. It's easy and useful, so there are quite a few places to use if you know it. English uses 3 mid-area tips as a fixture. You can send a stroke with just the weight of the cue with confidence. It's not hard to do. The stroke should be horizontal, but if it is too slow, there is a risk of curve. And I use it on a frame point basis. It's okay much to use based on the edge of cushion. However, you just need to apply the same standard. You have to choose one standard. Frame point or edge of cushion. As with the system name of 35½. On the basis of 35 points. At 35, look at the opposite side of the long cushion corner point and send it as a mid-area 3 tip. Cue ball turns around and returns to its place at 35 points. It's not a corner, it's a corner point. Look at the corner point at 20 points and send a cue ball. Cue ball will return to the halfway point between 35 and 20. That's why the system name is 35½. If you send it from 10 points, it'll be about half the way between 35 and 10. It's not too far away without having to count it in numbers, so you just have to look at it with your eyes. So what if it's over 35? It comes out to about 40, but if it's over 40, it's different from the formula. You must use it at a location less than 40 departure. So when do you use it? We can use it for 3 bank. Cue ball returns to its place at 35 starts. Now, in the case of this placement, think of the line to the corner point and position the start position first. Then you can think of it as coming between the starting position and 35 points. Then, think that it is going to be here. Of course, you can score with 2 cushions, but 3 banks are easy, right? Then you can send it a little ahead of the corner point. The placement is short if you calculate it according to the system. In this case, if you use the inner corner and the maximal angle, you can pull it out longer. You can use the half system or the FH to hit the overflow angle. The not enough angles can be sensibly created using corners and maximal English. The next available placement is side angle shot. First of all, side angle shot isn't a system that's completely used. It's good to use it as a criterion for judging whether it comes out or not when cue ball turn around the corner. Once the placement is made, it comes out around the corner along the baseline. You can score points if you send a cue ball comfortably with 3 tips. First, let's look at the line when the ball goes to the corner with B1. Then, I think you can score if you make cue ball turn the corner. This placement, you can also predict what the cue ball path is based on the corner line. Then you can see that this placement will be missed by sending it to the corner. So, you have to adjust the front rather than the corner with a thin thickness, right? But if B2 comes out in this shape, you can think, oh, this placement is ambiguous. Cue ball have to go deep in the corner to score. So, it's a good idea to try side angle shot on the other side. There is a high risk that such a placement will be over. But it's not easy to make it thin. Then you have to reduce speed and English. This arrangement requires some sense. When you hit side angle shot, if this system and the line match, you can use 3 tips and make shot confidently. This is an advantage. Next is outside angle shot. You can also use outside angle shot as a criterion for determining whether you can score points with a corner line. It's a little bit of a change depending on the placement based on that line. It's an example of a placement. In this case, you can check whether the outside angle shot is okay with the corner. Similar, but this placement could be a long. Should be careful. Let's compare the two places this time. The position of B2 is the same and the location of B1 is different. The placement is a bit ambiguous, right? In this case, it's better to take a bias angle shot or something. On the other hand, the second placement is not easy, but it could be tried. As with side angle shot, 35 1/2 systems are good to use as a basis for checking if you can score when you send cue ball to the corner. What I said today is easy to understand and simple, so if you know it, it can be used in many ways. If you set a standard and add a sense, the chances of scoring can be higher. This is the end of today's simple but highly utilized video. This has been Chanel Master. Thank you.